Hello, everyone. This is Jill Thomas, and I'm sitting here today with Apostle Michael E. Thomas Jr. of New Millennium Faith Church. And I'm going to interview him a little about the church and the Foresight Ministries international aspect of it. Michael?
Hi.
Hello. Let me ask you a few questions. For someone who's never heard of New Millennium Faith Church, what type of church is this?
New Millennium Faith Church. One, we are a kingdom global church, and we are founded upon kingdom apostolic values, apostolic protocol, authority, and governance. Is simply the gospel of the kingdom through the ministry of Christ Jesus, with all the authority and power. That's the type of church that we are. We're not a denomination.
So, what is the main thing that you would say you teach?
We teach about Christ. We teach about the kingdom of heaven. Main thing we teach. Yeah.
Okay. Where do you currently hold service at?
Here in the States, our headquarters, we hold service at the Holiday Inn Express in Loves Park, just off of the interstate on the east side, off the East Riverside.
And do you do any type of Bible studies, or do you do any other community work within the church or outside the church?
Yeah, we actually do a lot of Bible study. We pattern ourselves after the book of Acts, so our Bible studies are house to house during the week. We were doing our Bible studies Tuesdays and Thursdays, but it's kind of as time lends itself to having open Bible studies, and our ministry, we are doing services with fundraising
Okay.
for that.
And what type of services for the community?
Well,
How is the community tied to the church?
Well, being from this area and now being back here, rebooting the church and rebooting the ministries, we are working primarily on the east side of the city of Rockford, Cherry Valley, Loves Park, McChesney Park, up into Roscoe and South Beloit. And we're supporting at-risk children and families and youth who are underserved and who have encountered homelessness, who have encountered not having the means to take care of supplies for their schooling and things of that nature. So what we're doing, we're raising funds for those family members and making care packages, which is a wider scope that our 3-year commitment that we are doing here in Northern Illinois, that we're calling it the Impact and Service 60-2020 campaign, to lower the at-risk poverty numbers by 60% between 2 school districts, which are the Harlan School District and the Rockford 205 School District.
And so far, would you say that that's gone pretty well? Is it an ongoing thing, or is this something that maybe if someone wanted to get in, they would need to contact you shortly?
Yeah, obviously, if someone wanted to volunteer, definitely, contact the church number or contact us by email. The number is 815-262-5038, and the email is apostolic dot, and I'm going to back that up here, nmfc.apostolic@gmail.com. This is our 3-year commitment. Guys, we're out 7 days a week for about 2 hours, walking the sidewalks, meeting thousands and hundreds of people that we've encountered. So it's been kind of crazy.
It sounds like it. Okay. Let me ask you one more question. The international ministry aspect of the church is called Foresight Ministries International. It's an acronym. What exactly does Foresight mean?
Foresight has a dual purpose. It's Foresight. The acronym is the number 4, CIT, for Christ I teach. In my calling, I'm only to teach about Christ Jesus. So when this name of the ministry was given to us in December, it holds 2 purposes. It is a prophetic ministry and a ministry that is centered around Christ Jesus. That's where we got the name from.
Okay, and are you doing anything locally with Foresight Ministries International?
Yeah, our local ministries are outreach for the church. So it's our servant prophetic ministry. What we're doing right now is we're in the phase one of our fundraising. And we're partnered with Bergner's and Macy's, with Harlem High School, and the Families in Transition program at Rockford 205, RPS 205, to help with making blessing bags for one that we're passing out. We're also partnered with KinderCare, and we're providing resources to their daycare centers in the region, which is kind of a cool partnership that we fell into. So this is kind of what our ministry is doing locally, is giving back in just as much as we're giving into our global ministries. We're doing the very same thing here locally.
So the fundraising that you do here not only helps maintain and support the church in Rockford and in Roscoe and everything around here, but it also supports internationally, like you said, KinderCare and all these other entities in the surrounding areas. So you guys are really reaching out, and you guys are really making a difference. Okay.
Doing the best we can.
So what would you say is the vision for Foresight Ministries International? If you could sum it up in its totality, what would you say?
Impacting the earth realm with the kingdom of heaven. That is our vision. And we impact the earth realm by administrating the pattern in heaven into our territory, our atmosphere, and our environment. We impact Christ in the very same way in the atmosphere, in our environment, in our territory. So everything that happens in heaven, through our encounters, we govern and are stewards of that and manage the affairs of Father into this realm. That's what Foresight Ministries International does. We also build schools, orphanages in our international ministries in the 12 countries that we're charged over to as well.
Wow. Okay, so anyone that would like to volunteer or support, you've told us your phone number and your email, so they can also, I'm assuming you have a Facebook page.
Yep. The
social
church,
media somehow.
social media on the church is Facebook/New Millennium Faith Church, and then the ministry is Facebook/Foresight Ministries International. Also has a Twitter handle and our LinkedIn as well. So we're out there as best we can between Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn.
Okay, sounds good. Anybody that would like to call or support, go ahead and get a hold of Apostle Michael E. Thomas Jr. here. And thank you for hearing this video, and everyone have a great day.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.